Hey, it's Louis, and on behalf of the Fun Accountant, I want to introduce you to Sage Business Cloud Accounting. Sage accounting software can turn the business tasks many people hate into a fun activity, and in doing so, help you to conquer admin and reduce your cost of doing admin to a bare minimum. Sage Cloud Accounting is a comprehensive business solution. A quick overview video will never be enough to show you everything about Sage. However, if you are in a hurry and want to know what Sage is all about, this video is perfect for you. So let's jump into the software. The last section under the Home button is the My Workspace area. This is used by many people as their home screen from where they can perform all their business functions. Many businesses start their sales cycle or income cycle by creating a quote and sending it to a customer. We can do it in Sage by clicking on Create a Quote. Then you select the customer. The customer details are stored in your master file. You have a quote number automatically allocated. You can select a sales rep. You can select the specific item that you want to quote on. The description is automatically filled in. You can change the quantities of the quote. The price is automatically populated from your item list. The quote value is automatically calculated. Your tax value is automatically calculated depending on your jurisdiction, and you have the total quote amount. From here you can email it to your customer, you can print it, or you can just save it for later use. After your customer has accepted your quote, you can create a sales order to let your team members know that the quote has been accepted by the customer. The sales order can then be executed or picked and turned into an invoice. After the goods has been picked from the sales order, you can then turn the sales order into an invoice by simply clicking on Create Invoice, and all the data from your sales order and quote will be pulled through into your invoice. You also have the option of printing a delivery note that can be accompanied with the goods and retained as proof of delivery. Incorrect invoicing or returned goods can be corrected and documented back into stock with a credit note. Once the credit note is linked to the invoice, the details of the invoice is automatically brought into your credit note document. There are multiple ways in which you can display your invoices in Sage, and if their layouts are not satisfactory, you can customize your invoices or any document that you want with the Invoice Layout Designer, which can be obtained from Sage without an additional cost. Then you can process a supplier invoice to record the goods and services received by you on credit to be paid later. To create a supplier invoice, you click on Create a Supplier Invoice. You select the supplier that is already in your database. You select the item that you have purchased. The description will automatically appear in your description field. Then fill in the quantity that you have purchased from the supplier. Sage calculates the total invoice amount. Sage calculates the VAT, and your supplier invoice is ready for processing. You can email it. You can also save it. If you would like to use a pre-ordering system, Sage has got you covered. A purchase order can be sent to your supplier via an email or other means where your order can be placed. Once the goods have been received by you and you get your supplier invoice, this can also be captured by simply changing the status of your purchase order to an supplier invoice and then completing the transaction by saving it. By saving this, your inventory database will be updated by adding the items to your current stock items on hand and also create a bill for payment. I do not recommend manually capturing receipts from customers or manually capturing expenses into your bank account and payments to your suppliers, but it can be done if you would like some manual controls in your business. In my opinion, the best way to deal with bank transactions in Sage is to import those transactions from your bank or to link Sage directly to your bank account where the bank transactions are loaded to Sage on a daily basis, where it can then be categorized to expenses, matched to supplier accounts, and receipts allocated to your customer accounts. The Import Bank Statements button takes you to your bank transactions section where you can have multiple bank accounts. If you click on Import Bank Statements, the bank transactions can be imported into Sage. Or another method is that the transactions will be preloaded to Sage if you have linked your business bank accounts to Sage. The bank transactions displayed allow you to allocate payments to accounts, which is how we categorize expenses that we do not buy on credit through our supplier system, or we can match payments to supplier invoices. Sage assists us in a great way to keep track of our tax liability by the ability to choose the tax type with each transaction. With supplier transactions, the tax has already been accounted for when we captured the supplier invoice. When we choose the customer under the type field, we are able to allocate receipts and match the receipt to the customer invoice. We select the customer from whom the funds were received in our bank. We can match this receipt with the invoice that was given to the customer for our goods or services. We can also split bank transactions where more than one category has been paid or received. We can attach documents to the bank transaction line as an explanation of the transaction for later use, and we can set up rules. With the creation of rules, Sage built up a database of rules to automatically match bank transactions later to an expense, income, suppliers, or customers. The rule functionality in Sage can save us a ton of time in the future by reducing data capturing. The reporting aspect of Sage Cloud Accounting is arguably one of its biggest strengths. You are able to create reports on every aspect of your business. The VAT reports are detailed and easy to obtain by the click of a button. The VAT report dates are set in the company settings, and from this setting, the VAT is broken down into your VAT periods as determined by your tax jurisdiction. Under the Administration tab, you can add an unlimited number of users depending on your subscription. With the standard package, you get 2 user access. This enables you to give access to your entire system where the other user can access your books and perform certain functions simultaneously, irrespective of where they are located. You can add more users and control their access in the Permissions section under Control User Access to give them access to sections that you like them to view or be able to perform transactions. That is Sage Business Cloud Accounting in a nutshell. Hopefully this is enough to give you more information and an overview about this absolutely great software. And if you would like to sign up for Sage Business Cloud Accounting in Africa or the Middle East, please use the link in the description.